So right now, organization in the bathroom is kind of non-existent. It's just I've got these shelves that are my linen closet slash bathroom stuff, and then I have this other one over here that does the same thing, and what we just end up is just stuff everywhere, and I want to be able to organize it a little bit better. To help with this, I bought these 5 baskets for $1 each. They're these metal kind of wire baskets at Walmart, and my plan is that each girl will have her own, and then Sam and I will each have one. One of the things that Sam and I have talked about from time to time is how we're going to efficiently have one bathroom if we have a large family. With 3 kids already, and there might be more. We really are trying to plan ahead so that the bathroom doesn't become a war zone. He tells all these stories growing up about how his favorite sister Becca would always hog the bathroom, and then nobody else could get in because they used to live in an old house for a while that only had 1 bathroom, a lot like ours. So one of the plans that I have is to, 1, keep the bathroom better organized where everybody has her own bin of whatever she needs. You know, when they get older, there might be makeup and things like that. And that way they can grab it off the shelf, and then they can take it wherever they need to go to get ready if it's not in the bathroom, and then they can bring it back and store it. The other big rule that we've already implemented, even when they're little, so that they're used to it, is that we do not get ready in the bathroom. The bathroom is just for using the bathroom and for taking a bath. That we get, changed for the day, we brush our hair, we do all those sorts of things, in our room. We don't do that in the bathroom. That way we don't have somebody taking an hour to put makeup on in the bathroom while everybody else is waiting to go. So my plan first is I'm going to personalize these baskets. I want to print off some cute little tags and laminate them with everybody's name and make them different colors, so even though they can't read right now, they can still tell which one is theirs. And it's kind of a neat little size. It'll fit like your toothbrush and things like that in there, and it's easy to pick up and go, so that when you go in to use the bathroom in the morning, you can grab your basket. One of the reasons that I'm keeping the baskets in the bathroom, you might think, well, why don't you just put them in their bedroom, is because it will have bathroom toiletries in it too, as well as their other get-ready stuff. And also, there really isn't any other storage in our house. They have a tiny little closet that they already share, and so I need to be thinking ahead for how we're going to organize all their different stuff without making their bedroom an absolute clutter and war zone as they get older. So this is one of my solutions. Get a good shot because the bathroom is kind of a weird shape, but I think that looks good. It's going to help us stay a little bit more organized. One thing I think I am going to need to do is put some sort of bottom on these so things can't fall through those holes. When I was at the store, I didn't think that would be a problem because the holes are small, but then you don't realize how many things could fit through that, like a toothbrush or hair ties and small bottles, like a mascara or something. So I'm gonna put some sort of, I don't know, cut out a piece of plastic. I have to think about that. Something that would do well if it got wet, but that would be easy to clean to keep things from falling through the bottom. In their vlogs, Doug and Stacy from Doug and Stacy's Off Grid talk a lot about aging into their home and their homestead, with this idea of as they're getting older, that they're setting up systems to make it possible for them to continue to live on their homestead even when they aren't as young and spry as they are now. I really like that theory. I think that is a great idea. We're not quite to that point yet in our lives, but one thing that we're working on right now on the same idea is kind of growing into our homestead or our household and trying to set up systems that make it so that as our children get older, as there might be more children, that we aren't running out of space. We actually have a pretty good amount of space in this house. It's a little bit unconventional in the way that it doesn't have closets and things like that that you see in modern homes. But it is, even just with 3 small children, it would be really easy to just feel like you didn't have enough space, even with 1,600 square feet in this farmhouse. And a lot of it just comes down to organization and thinking ahead and thinking about what our family is going to need. So something like this might seem like a kind of a small, silly project, but it actually is something that will make living in this house more practical, especially as our children get older, and make it so that we don't feel like our family is outgrowing this house. 100 years ago when this house was built, it would have been very common for somebody to have what would be considered a very large family with 6, 7, or 8 children living in a house this size and not think twice about it. And so we just are trying to kind of look back and see how they did it and get some ideas of how we could do it, even if we don't have that many children. But just to get creative by looking at the past and realizing that a lot of things have changed in 100 years, some for the better, some not so much, and kind of combining the modern with the old to make life more practical as our family gets older and as our family grows.